A very good morning. Good morning, students. This is Sunil, your computer teacher. Now, today we are going to read two more definitions. Then, after we go for the question and answers, fill ups, and true false. So, all of you, pay attention for that. I hope all of you are fit and fine, and you need to be wash your hands regularly, time to time, so that it keeps you very healthy and fit and fine. So now moving forward to the subject computer. The name of the first chapter is the computer system. The first definition is for fourth generation language. What are fourth generation language? These languages are user friendly and easier understood. Means you can easily understand this language as well as the computer can easily understand this language. You do not get any type of error message whenever you are going to write fourth generation language because it's uh, similar to the language which we are speaking in English only, right? Fifth generation language. These languages are very close to the language spoken by human beings. Fifth generation is more easier and more reliable than the fourth generation language. This language is close to languages spoken by human beings, but we are speaking. They are close of that languages. Now moving forward to the question and answer. Define program languages. Define programming languages. The programming languages, there are five programming languages are there. The programming language is a set of command instructions and others syntax used to create a software program. Programming languages classified into five parts. The five parts are machine language, assembly language, high level language, fourth generation language, and the fifth generation language. So we'll talk about this one. We already later we talk about. Before that, I tell you, I already explained you all the languages. Now I am going to explain you the that one language also. Machine language. All of you know about the machine language. Machine language is also known as first generation language. This is the language that a computer actually understand. A computer is a machine. Also, you know that which works on electricity. Electricity having two signals only, plus and minus. It converts in 1 and 0. All of you know that. And the assembly language was difficult to code and highly prone to the system, the errors. Hence, a very few programmers were able to code in using machine language. To prevent these errors, programmers set up the new language, assembly language. This was the second generation language. This one also called a second generation language as well as low level language. The language used simply English word known as mnemonic codes. So this one comes in assembly language. And the next one is a high level language. What is high level language? Level language are the third level language. They are very much like everyday text and mathematical formula in appearance. They are user friendly programming languages. Program written in high level languages are much easier to maintain and modify. We can maintain and modify high level language, but we can't assembly language or a machine language. We can't be able to modify and maintain. A program is executed line by line in sequence. This one is the very big advantage of this language, and easier to code and implement. Also easy to code and implement. Program written once again and implemented and executed on multiple machine in the machine need a translate to convert a code into machine language is called high level language. And the fourth generation language. What are fourth generation language? Fourth generation language are also known as very high level language. They are very user friendly. User friendly means is easy to understand and we can easily to write and easily understood. They allow program and users to specify what the computer is supposed to do without having a specific how the computer is supposed to do is, these have the following features. The features are user friendly and easily transferable program, high speed of execution, increase the speed of developing program, minimize the user errors to obtain information from computers, and decreasing in errors and making programs that are easily changed. So this one is a fourth generation language. And the fifth generation language, the next step was developed by programming language, fifth generation language, that are very close to language spoken by the human beings. Whatever we are going to speak, they are coming in fifth generation language. The commands of fifth generation language are sophisticated, and one command replaced dozen of commands of the fourth generation language. What had happened in a fourth generation language, if you want some modification, we have to give so many commands, but in fifth generation language we have to give only one command. Hence programming is quick and simplified. These are mainly used in develop of artificial intelligence. So this one is all about the fifth generation. So I already defined you the five languages. Now coming to the next point, what are hybrid computer? A hybrid is a combination of digital and analog computers. These computers process both analog and digital data. They are capable of giving inputs and output of both digital and analog data. Means digital to analog means zero to convert zero to one into a machine language. Then coming forward to the next question, what are mnemonic codes? We already talk about this. One is coming in assembly language. Assembly language was the second generation language, also a low level language. This language uses simply English word known as mnemonic codes. The simple English language which are using in computer programs are called mnemonic codes. Name the two low level languages. The low level languages are assembly language and the machine language are called the low level language. What are debugging? We are debugging the programs also. Whenever we are going to make a program, at that time we are getting some errors. If you want to debug, we can debug the error also. The process of identify and remove of existing and potential errors in a software code that can cause it to behave unexpected or crash means unexpectedly crash means if we not debug the program, it unexpectedly it crashed. What are specific purpose use computer useful? What are special purpose computer useful? These computers are used for a specific application or terms of speed and cost. If you want to the connection of your speed, you have to purchase the special purpose computers. And if you want to minimize the cost of your expenditure also, you can purchase the special purpose computers through which you can minimize the cost of your expenses also. This one help for the minimizing the cost of the program as well as the speed of the program. So this one help you. So we already done the question and answers as well as the definitions, and I'm talking about one diagram also. You have to draw this diagram in your computer notebook. The computer system divides in two parts, hardware and software. Hardware having a three parts: classification of computer, purpose computers, size computer, technology. In purpose computer, two types of computers are there: general purpose or special purpose computer. And in size of computer, micro computer, mini frame, mainframe computers, supercomputers are there. And in technology, digital computers, analog computer, hybrid computers are there. And the software, in the same manner, in a software also, computer languages divided into a five languages: machine language, assembly language, high level language, fourth generation language, fifth generation language. An assembly language converts into a one assembler. It converts the language into a assembler language. And the high level language converts into two types: compiler and interpreter. Compiler and interpreter is going to change the language also. Now moving forward to the fill in the blanks. The fill in the blanks. These are the fill in the blanks. You have to note it down in your copies. Software is a set of programs that governs the operation of a computer system. Software is a set of program that governs the operations of a computer system. If you want to do any type of operation, we have to we have to install that type of software in our computer also. The software act an interface between the user and the computer. Software, if you don't have a software in a computer, we can't be able to interact in a computer. Microcomputer, what are microcomputers? The computer which are least power and most common use. They are used in most commonly used computers. Microcomputer. General purpose computer used for process data which is continuously in nature is called general purpose computer. What is binary? All of you know that the 0 and 1 is called the binary numbers, and the assembler is used to convert into input by the assembly level language into a machine language. Assembler. The work of the assembler is that. True and false. Come for the true and false. We can use software without any hardware. Can we? No, we can't. Without a software, we can't. Uh, Without a hardware, we can't be able to use the software. So this one is false. Our smartphone are general purpose computer. Yes. Microcomputers are faster than mini computers. False. Mini computers are faster. Digital computers do not possess memory devices. False. The code of machine language are edit easily. Yes. No. Who say yes? No. The code of machine language can be edited easily. No, it's not. We can't be able to edit the machine codes. Interpreter is the language processor. Yes, it's a language processor. Now moving forward to the matchups. Mini computer. What are mini computers? Scientific research. Microcomputers. General purpose computer. Mainframe computers. Most expensive computers. Supercomputer. Thousands of users. Analog computer. Continuously data. Coming forward to the MCQs. Multiple choice question. This computer language use mnemonic codes. Assembly language. This computer language is used in artificial intelligence 5th generation language. These type of computer are used for petroleum exploitation. Supercomputers. The system software among the following is our operating system and the language processor, both of them. And the last MCQ. These type of computer display output in a form of wave or signals. Analog computers. So this one is all about the true and false, matchups, MCQs, and fill-ups. You have to do it in your fair copy. Then after you have to send it to me in my personal WhatsApp group. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.